Hi everyone, welcome back with this particular video. So in our previous video, we have learned about looping inside Python. We saw like how we can use this particular while loop. So in this particular video, we'll be building one amazing program. We'll be implementing one amazing game called guessing game with the help of Python. And here we'll be utilizing that particular looping concept. So this is going to be one amazing video, guys. So make sure you watch this particular video till the end. And after building this particular projects, you will be more familiar with this particular concept you have learned so far. So first of all, let me tell you what is this particular guessing game. So here, what we want to do exactly. See, guessing game is nothing but here, first of all, we'll try to generate a random number. So here we'll try to generate a random number. That number we'll call as a jackpot number. Okay. So as a user, what you will do, you will just try to guess that particular number. Okay, which number? Let's say I generated one number called let's say 10. Okay. Now this particular program will ask for the input, okay, from you. So you have to pass one input, like what is the particular number actually. So here you have to pass that particular jackpot number. You have to guess that particular number. Let's say you have given a number, let's say 8. Then your program will tell it's a lower number. Try to guess something higher. Okay, now let's say you have let's say guessed 20. Now your program will tell it's a higher number. Guess something lower. Now let's say you have given 10. That means this particular 10 and your jackpot number is 10. It is matching together. Then it will tell you your guess is correct. Okay, so this particular program actually will be implementing with the help of this particular while loop concept and all. Okay, apart from while loop, we'll be also using conditional statement and all. So let's get back to our code editor and try to start the implementation. So first of all, here I'm going to create a file. So I'm going to name this particular file as 15 guessing game .py. So see guys, if you're a beginner and if you're like implementing these kinds of projects for the first time, I know that it would be a little bit hard for you. Okay, so what you can do, you can break down this particular problem statement in a multiple chunks. Then this particular concept will be more easy for you to understand. Okay, so what you can do, let's say first of all, try to note down what are the functionality you want to implement in this particular game. Let's say the first functionality what I want to implement, so it will generate, okay, it will generate a random number. Okay, random number. Let's say it will generate a random number between 1 and 100, 1 to 100. Okay, then the second functionality, what I have to do, I have to take an input from the user, input from user. Okay, so user will pass a number, Then the third thing what I have to do, I have to compare that particular number. Okay, I have to compare or match that number. Then fourth, what I have to do, if correct, show results. Okay, show results. So these are the functionality actually I have to implement in this particular game. Now see, you have broken this particular problem statement in a multiple chunks and in a smaller chunks actually. Now it would be easy for you to implement this particular application. Now the first thing what I have to do, I have to generate a random number. Okay, how to generate a random number? I think you already saw. We can use actually module inside Python. So there is a module called random module. Okay, I think I already taught you this particular module called random module. So let's import this particular random module. And if I want to generate a number, what I can do, I can call this particular random.randint. Okay, rand, and inside that I have to pass the range. Let's say I want to generate 1 to 100. Okay, and this will give me the number, and I will store this particular number in a variable called jackpot. So let's say this is my jackpot number. Fine. Now if I print this particular number, you can also see that print jackpot number. I'll save this particular program and I will run this particular program here. So Python. So you can see this particular file name. It's guessinggame.py. So 15. Okay, 15 guessinggame.py. Now I can see number is 31. Okay, now if I again execute this particular program, every time it will generate a random number. Okay, and that particular number would be my jackpot. And this particular number we have to guess, right? So now let me delete this particular print statement. So now we have generated the random number. Now next thing what we have to do, we have to take an input from the user. Okay, that means user will pass a number. So let's take the input. So here I can write, I'll take a number. I'll just store it in a variable called guess number. Okay, guess number is equal to input, and here I will ask this particular number from the user. Enter your guess number. Okay, and I'll try to convert this particular number to integer. Fine, because again we are playing with integer actually data type, so that's why we have to convert our data to the integer. Now next thing what we have to do, we have to compare and match that particular number. Okay, so let's do this particular functionality. So for this actually what we can do, we can use this particular conditional statement. So first of all, I'll check one condition. If this particular guess number, okay, guess number, if it is, let's say, less than, okay, if it is less than my jackpot number, okay, that means what I have to print, I have to print wrong, please guess higher. Okay, higher. That means if this particular guess number is less than the jackpot, I'll tell the user, please guess something higher. Okay, higher number. Otherwise, else, in the else condition, I'll just write print wrong, please guess lower. Okay, if this number is higher, okay, that time actually it will tell guess something lower. I think you got it. Okay, how to compare. Okay, how to compare and match this particular number. So now let's execute this particular program and see whether it works successfully or not. So I'll execute this particular program. Now it is asking enter your guess number. So let's say I will give 23. Now you'll see wrong, please guess something lower. Okay, see, that means it's working fine. But here one issue I think you observed. Whenever I entered the number and executed this particular code has only run one time. Okay, you can see again, if I want to execute this particular program, I have to again execute that particular file. Then I can pass the number. Let's say 45. Guess something lower. So every time I have to execute this particular program, but I don't want that. I want my program to be run, okay, until this particular number is matching. That means your guessing number is matching with the jackpot number. So for this, what you can do, I think you know, we can use the looping concept. That means we want to repeat this particular task, right? So here I can use this particular loop called while loop. So I can just write while, and what would be the condition? Like how many times this particular loop will run? Unless or until this particular guess number, okay, guess number is not equal to, okay, jackpot number. Okay, jackpot number. Fine, this is the condition, and inside this particular condition, I'll just write this particular conditional statement. Okay, you just press select and press the tab. That means it is inside the indentation right now. See, if I take the cursor here and if I press enter, you'll see that this particular if statement inside my indentation. That means while indentation. Okay, that's why in Python actually this indentation is super important. Okay, you have to always take care of the indentation, right? Fine. So now this thing is done. Now see what will happen. So every time this particular program will run unless and until it's not matching. But see, whenever this particular statement is wrong, that means please guess higher or please guess lower. Okay, that time again user will pass the number. Okay, so again I will give the chance to the user to pass that particular number. So what I will do outside of this particular condition, I'll just again guess the number. Okay, again I'll guess the number. So again I'll take the input from the user, and user will pass the number, and this particular variable would be updated again, and again it will check, okay, whether this particular number is matching or not. Now if this particular number is matching, that means guessing number and jackpot number is same. So what I will do, I'll go to the else condition. I think you remember I taught you with the help of while loop we can also use the else statement, right? So in the side the else statement, I'll just give a message. That means if this particular number match, okay, so I'll just give a message, correct guess. Okay, correct guess. And here I also want to print like how many time actually he took to guess this particular number. So for this actually what I can do, I can assign a variable called counter. Okay, so I'll just make it as 1, because you can see, because at the very first time he is guessing the number one time, right? So that's why actually counter I have assigned 1, and after that, and after giving this particular input, this particular counter will change. Okay, so here I'll just write counter plus and equal 1. Okay, this particular number will update every time. Okay, that means if you give wrong number, so it will update every time. Okay, and at the last I can print how many time he took to guess this particular number. So here I can write your attempt is, so here I can print this particular number, counter. So guys, you can see this is the program, and now let's test this particular program whether it works fine or not. So I'll open up my terminal and I'll execute this particular program again. Now it is telling enter the guess number. Let's say I'll give 34. Now it is telling wrong, please guess something higher. That means my jackpot number is more than this particular 34. So here I can give, let's say 45. Now please wrong, guess something lower, I'll give 40. Now it is saying please guess something lower, I'll give, let's say 35. Now see, the number was 35. Correct guess, your attempt is 4. That means in the 4 attempt, I guess this particular number. So you can comment out, guys. So how many time it took for you to guess this particular number? Did you able to guess this particular number in one shot or not? Okay, you can comment out and you can let me know. So that's how this particular game is working. And here one amazing program we have written. You can see we're using this looping concept. We are also using this conditional statement concept. Okay, so many things actually, and we are also using this particular modular concept. So whatever things actually we have learned, everything we have utilized here, and that's how actually you have to build a logic. Okay, this is the programming. So whatever things you have learned, you have to apply in the problem statement. So yes guys, this is all about from this particular video. Thank you so much guys for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time.